Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on a Wednesday night. And well,
Yes.
we're on the Night Watch zone, but some of you guys are used to Wednesday nights. Usually we'd be on my good friend Steven's channel, Craven Something Scary. But we're here tonight to hang out with you guys for a little bit, do some talking, do some theories. A lot of excitement now that we've got the industry moving forward once again. And we do have a channel announcement that we're going to be talking about as well. And so that's going to be really, really cool. But of course, my brother, my good friend, Steven from Craven Something Scary is here. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to be able to hang out with you tonight.
Yeah, bro. Good to see you too. And it's great to hang out. It's always a joy. And I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited for talking Scream with you tonight here. And then again at 7 on my channel. We're going to keep that party rolling, which is just awesome.
Yep.
And I love the channel announcement that we'll be sharing a little bit later on. I think it's exciting stuff, and I think folks are going to dig it, man. So this is cool stuff.
I think so too, man. I think so too. And for you guys in the chat, a blanket hello to all you guys. Jason, Val, Danielle, Jen is in the chat. What is up, Jen? All right.
And Jen just secured an acting gig night. Just to say congratulations. She got the news today that she just got herself an acting gig. There it is, right there, and she may even be able to be playing the role of a murderer, which is interesting. So, yeah.
Wow.
How about
that? Very cool. Big congrats, Jen. Big congrats. That's right.
We're proud of you.
Don't forget us little people.
Right.
When you get big and famous.
Yes, please don't.
We get the first round of interviews. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You're always welcome on the panel all the time, Jen. You know that. Real quick too, we got some channel anniversaries, and it's interesting that we're talking about channel anniversaries on a stream like tonight on my channel and then on your channel in a little bit, Steven. But Jason, the nice one, 5 months. Awesome. Woohoo. Very, very cool. Jason, thank you so much for always being so supportive here and in so many other channels as well. We love you. We appreciate you, man. And Jason also having some great stuff going on his channel with some different streams and get-togethers and so forth.
That's right.
Saying, so glad to be here at a stream. Yeah, absolutely. 2 of the hardest working guys on YouTube. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro. We had a good time watching Terror Train together the other day. That was a lot of fun.
Man, I love that movie. I wish I could have been there too, man.
I know. And it was Jason's first time to watch it night. And
nice.
That was fun. Jamie Lee Curtis, man, she's always great to see, man.
Yes, absolutely. Brandon as well. A huge channel member anniversary, 8 months. Brandon, thank you so much. Brandon is on our highest tier, holding the foundation of the world here at the Night Watch Zone. So Brandon, thank you so much, brother. We really appreciate you, and hope you're doing well tonight and having a good time in the chat. Yeah,
man.
Yeah. And we got Jack coming in with a $10 super chat. Jack, thank you so much. Much appreciated, man. You rock. I'm going to be getting back to you in the email, man. I've just been catching up on stuff, a lot of stuff going on, saying, should I use my skills like last time and predict Scream 7? I think we're all trying to predict Scream 7, man. We're gonna be talking about that too, man. Yes. Real quick, let me just play something for you guys. Thank you so much for you guys that have, made it to these anniversaries for channel members. And of course, Jack, thank you so much for your super chat. It really helps out. This one's for you guys.
Big wide happy ear to ear Kool-Aid smile. The biggest smile is a Kool-Aid smile.
Wow,
there
man.
It is.
It's awesome.
The biggest smile is a Kool-Aid smile, man.
Heck yeah. Yeah, buddy. Cherry Kool-Aid, man. Come on.
Bro, that used to be like that was that was like an event. That was like a Christmas gift if you could get the cherry Kool-Aid as a kid, man.
Yes. I used to love
Oh,
making it as a
man.
kid. You had that, you know, had the
Yeah.
little, your mom would have a kitchen canister of sugar, and you get the
Yes.
little scoop and get the right scoop in the sugar, stir it all up.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
dude. And
Absolutely, man.
tropical punch,
Absolutely.
that was my jam with the Kool-Aid tropical punch. That's my
That's
favorite.
right, man.
Oh, so good.
Same here. Same here, man. Oh my gosh. Very, very cool stuff. Well, let's do this, man. And for you guys that are just jumping in, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate you guys. Seriously, it's awesome. So a
Mhm.
blanket hello to all of you guys jumping in. But Stephen, let's start getting into some of these thoughts and theories about Scream 7.
Okay.
Horror in general is starting to move forward because obviously the industry has been unlocked, you know, and
It
that's an
has.
awesome thing, man. It almost feels like,
Yes.
as a content creator, it's like, yes, the chains have been broken. What what would you say is a theory, well, that you'd like to start off with as far as
Mhm.
what you think could happen in Scream 7 or what you'd want to happen?
Ooh, man. It would have been, I think, well, not necessarily easier because we still don't know where this script's going to go. But I was going to say if radio silence was there, it would be a lot
Mhm.
easier to tell you some things like,
Right.
if horror will survive again, I'm sure, and, different things. But the fact is, with Christopher Landon, he truly is a wild card in this whole
Yes.
mix because we don't know at all what he's thinking. We have no
Mhm.
clue. And remember, just because there is this alleged, most likely true draft of a script from James and Guy, we still don't know that they're going to come back and, it can be one of those deals where, like we saw with Scream 3, Kevin Williamson provided a script
Mhm.
and ended up doing the whole other thing, or take
Right.
there's elements of Kevin's script, but you know what I mean. A lot was changed, so it's a tough question because we don't know what Christopher Lynn is going to do, what he's thinking, but that makes this fun too because
Mhm.
literally anything could happen. Night, if you could think of
Mhm.
it, other than people that have been double tapped here, outside of that. Outside of that, I think anything's possible. And so you
Mhm.
asked me what I think could happen or what I would like to happen. So I'll go with what I want to happen, I guess, first, because
Okay.
that I can answer more confidently. But and I'll just give you one for now. There's a lot, but the first one is these are tied. But I'm going to go ahead and say I want Sydney Prescott back. I want Nev back. And if we get Dempsey back, it would be a cherry on top. And I hope he's in
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see what thanks him in Thanksgiving as a cop again. And that's cool. But Sydney, I'll just say Sydney for me to start with is the number one. I want her back in a significant role, not a Scream 5
Mhm.
role. I want to see her in a Scream 2, 3, and 4 type of role.
Right.
I want her to be that really focused on. So I'll
Mhm.
give you that as my first. And as the night goes, we could talk. If there's more, we can share. But
Okay.
that's fine. How about you, man? What's one of yours?
Well, let me tell you this. You kind of hit it on the nose as far as when you said, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think 4 is very special. Number one, because I really enjoy Scream 4. You know that. I think it
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of fantastic stuff. But what Scream 4 did, in my opinion, is it showed that you can have a Sydney story, but yet we had the focus on these new characters,
That's right.
a whole situation. Plus,
Mm.
it was the OG3 as well, and they were well represented. The OG3 were better represented in 4 than in 5. Okay.
Yes,
And and
agreed.
obviously, yeah, and obviously, I don't think Gail was well represented in 6 at all. I
No.
mean, other than the attack scene, which was great, but
Mhm.
that was just, it was a fleeting moment when you think of the big picture of what Scream 6 was. So, I absolutely agree. One of the biggest things I want is for sure to have Sydney in this film, but no glorified cameos.
No
No,
more.
no, no, no. She has got to be at least, in my opinion, she's got to be at that level of at least Scream 4. And again,
Yes.
Scream 4, I think, was very successful, but yet it wasn't all Sydney. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I think that for 7, I think that's what they should be aiming for. If they can do that as a fan, I will be on cloud 9. And of course, like you said, if we can bring Dempsey back, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Have some
Would.
payoff.
Yeah.
It would be a lot of great payoff from all the way back to Scream 3, you
Mhm.
know? And I think that it would make sense. And we've talked about theories. We'll get more into that. But I think if they do bring him back and at least he's present, I think it opens up a fantastic way to make this a great Sydney story, but also give us solid reasons why she would come back into the fray. You know what I'm saying? So
That's it,
I'll just
man.
tease that point. I'll just
That's
tease that
true.
point. But obviously, when we talk about Sydney's family, it'd be a great reason for her to get back into the midst of this ghost face madness. Um,
That's
Real quick
right.
too, let me just jump back here because we have another channel member anniversary. Denisha, a
Ooh.
year, Denisha.
Wow.
You get the year special badge, the VIP. You're in the VIP lounge now, Denisha. Welcome.
Love it.
But seriously, thank you so much, Denisha. Seriously, always being so supportive, helping us out, being a moderator, and so forth. And yeah, she says, I enjoy the 12 months with you and Coriander. Love your night, Stephen. Oh, thank you so
That's so
much,
nice.
Denisha.
Thanks.
Seriously.
Yes, it's so
Yes, very,
cool.
very cool. You
1 year.
guys, you guys rock. Yes. Jack coming back in, $10 super chat. What did I do for Scream 6? Jack says that he had some theories and some insider information throwing it out there. So very, very cool stuff. So if you do that for 7, man, don't forget us little people. Seriously.
That's right.
Seriously, man. Because I mean, but that being said, all of us as movie fans, and all of you guys here in the audience, there's so many thoughts about what could happen. So it's so exciting because this is where we get a chance to talk about all these things and the ups and downs, the possibilities. So Jack, definitely, man, I'm hoping that you do. I'm hoping that you do have some good information for 7, bro.
Heck yeah,
Seriously.
man.
Yes, 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 yes. Anthony's in the chat too. What's up, man? Child of the Corn coming in with a $2 super chat, saying, calling it. Thanksgiving will be the best slasher since X. All right. All right, man.
Wow.
I definitely
Hey.
I think it's possible. It definitely looks like it's going to be a fun time. And I can't wait to see it. What are your thoughts on that, Stephen? Are you excited to see what Eli Roth has cooked up for us, or should I say carved up for us for
There you
Thanksgiving?
go. Carved up, man. Yeah, I really am very excited about it. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Every time I
Mhm.
see the trailer, man, you've got this. Um, it's really a whodunit, in the Pilgrim Mask, killing
Right.
these particular individuals. And there's a scene in that trailer where one of the characters, she says something like, "We have to figure out the connection between all of the victims." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yes.
that is like that's really classic, very Scream like scenario." And I heard that. Where did I hear it at? Maybe it was a marketing piece, but it was somewhere. No, I think it was like a review or something, where someone
Mhm.
said on Twitter, "It's Scream meets Halloween," and
Yeah, I think I heard that
shoot,
too.
But I'm like, just conceptually, that's really fun. And I'm very
Yes.
excited about it, dude. I am like,
Yeah.
I think this one could be really awesome. I really do. The potential is there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too, man. And I mean, Scream meets Halloween. I mean, bro, I mean,
I
don't tempt me
know.
with a good time. Okay, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
exactly.
Yeah, no doubt. Um, but yeah, thanks so much, Anthony. Seriously. I think it's gonna be a great one too. Seriously. Yep. Yep. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Hmm.
Devontae is in the chat. Let's see. Denisha, Mario, saying, "Don't really know Christopher Landon as a director. Are the Happy Death Day films any good?" They are. They really, really are.
Yes.
Yeah. Kay's in the chat. What's going on, Kay? Good. Let's see. And I think I'm caught
Yeah.
up. I think I'm caught up. All right, man. Um,
Nice.
now let's also talk about the idea of the returning cast, because there's been some different discussions on the returning cast, the core four, and what possibly might happen to them, specifically Sam. I definitely want to touch upon Sam. What do you think that her arc is going to be in this film? Because it could be argued that Scream 6 was a pretty good send off in a way, as far as conquering her inner demons to a certain point and so forth, and coming to terms with Tara. What do you think that is going to be happening with Sam in this new film?
Yeah. So, the big question with Sam is, what direction are they going to take with her? I believe that she's going to still be uh, it's not the hero, the final girl, I guess. She's still going to be a survivor. Let's just say it that way. In my opinion, I
Yeah.
know there's always that little outside chance she could be a ghost face, but I just don't. I really don't think that that's how this will end. If this is really the final trilogy for, or the final movie, I should say, excuse me, for this trilogy of the Carpenter sisters, I do believe that, it's going to be a situation where she'll be there at the end surviving. And I, I think that, and I don't know where this is going to take place, whether it's going to be in New York again, because remember in Production Weekly,
Hmm.
we first saw the plan for Blackbird to be in Montreal. And so, of course,
That's right.
I'm personally I'm pulling for it to be in Montreal. Whether it's New York again or not, I don't know. But just because
Hmm.
of the folks I've gotten to meet from Montreal that worked on 6,
Right.
there's a lot of
That's
potential
right.
things there for 7. But besides that, I think Sam is going to continue being Sam. She'll continue
Hmm.
struggling with this dark side that we see her in 5 and then in 6. I don't think that's going to change a whole lot. I know she's let the mask go in the end of 6,
Right.
symbolic, right, walking away. But I don't,
Hmm.
necessarily believe it's just like, that, like a light switch, like that easy. So I think she'll be,
Mm.
they'll be at now. Will they be in New York? Will they be back in Woodsboro? All of that, could play a factor into some of this, but I think pretty much, I
Hmm.
mean, to sum it up, we're just going to continue to get more of Sam as we've seen her. I don't think there's going to be a lot of difference
Mm.
from the
Hmm.
character. To me,
Do you
it's
think
really okay.
no,
What's
no,
that?
no, you can finish up.
Oh
No,
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 I
you
was
can
just
finish up.
okay. Well, I was just going to tag at the end of that and say that the big thing for me personally is what's going to happen to the rest of the core 4. I think there's a lot more wiggle room with what can happen with those characters. I think personally more than
Yeah.
Sam. But go ahead, man.
Hmm.
What were your thoughts on it?
Well, no, what I was wondering, and it does link into the other three, is, with Sam, do you think it would be better if they do take a risk, more of a risk with her character, as far as to do something a little bit different, because they keep going to this edge in 5 and 6 with her and
Yep.
the demons within. I mean,
Hmm.
if excuse me, if it's another film where she's doing the same thing, do you think that'll be too much of a repeat play, or do you think that they should, maybe abandon the whole inner struggle, or either, as a lot of people have talked about and wondered, and even Melissa Barrera herself has said, what if she does go over the edge? What if she does, become, a vigilante or something like that?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you totally could do it. I mean, I recently put my thoughts out about this in a video a couple days ago because I was going in my head, Night, the theories about what do you do with Sam if she does become Ghostface. And the way I
Right.
cashed out with it, man, at the end of the day, it's like the only way I see her being Ghostface is not because she gives in to the inner dark side
Right.
necessarily. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
see it like this. If Tara were to be eliminated in the opening of 7
Hmm.
or in the first real early part of the movie, I could see that pushing Sam over the edge,
Yes.
but not in a way that she's going to go kill innocent people like Ghostface,
Right.
does. But she turns into vigilante. She's a
Right.
Charles
Hmm.
Bronson death wish. We're going way back now. She's a
Righteous vengeance.
righteous vengeance, man. She is
Hmm.
after the Ghostface killer or killers that kill Tara and the friend group, and as they're killing them, she's hunting them.
Yes.
As
Yes.
and that's the only way I see her being a quote Ghostface. But here's my only
Hmm.
problem: if you go this route, and it's not necessarily a problem. I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that. Here's my only concern or question: if you do that route, at the end of the
Hmm.
movie, there's only two ways out for Sam. She's either arrested and goes to
Right.
prison, or she doesn't survive. And
Right.
so,
Yep.
what a tragic story. If you look back at the trilogy, if this is how it
Hmm.
happens, you've got 5 and 6, and then you end it with Tara being
Mm.
eliminated,
Right.
and then you end with Sam eliminated or in prison. And that's how
Right.
this
Right.
story ends for them. And that's
Hmm.
and again,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it would necessarily be bad, but what a
Hmm.
tragic trilogy. It would just be like, if you start going back to 5 and rewatching it, knowing what's going to happen in 7, it's like, dang, man. It's
Right.
I don't know, man. I question whether they would do that. It's so dark.
It is, although there's a part of me, I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that's thinking, what an interesting way to do something different than we
Yeah.
did, with the OG3, where,
Mhm.
everybody was redeemed, and obviously we don't know what's going to happen with Gale, and obviously we know what happened with Dewey, but I'm just saying, with this core four, or specifically with the Carpenter sisters, what if it is meant to be a tragic story? You know what I mean?
Sure.
um
Yeah.
or I'm saying, what if they choose to make it a tragic story, and how that would actually
Right.
be something that is different, and when you look back on the franchise and you go through all the movies, and it's kind of like, okay, yes, there's scream beats throughout all these movies. There's roads that we've traveled many times, but at the end of the day, this is an arc for these Carpenter sisters that is very
Mhm.
dark and tragic. I mean, I
It
don't know if
is.
I'd actually be opposed to that. And and,
Right.
and I love the characters. I love the
Mhm.
characters, and I'd love to see, Melissa and Jenna be able to do, more of these, or come back after, a number of years, like Hayden did, and so forth. But maybe that's what we need, is to go down a different path. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's interesting.
It
It's definitely
is.
interesting for conversation. That's why I was
Yeah.
so excited to, kind of talk about it a little bit, because we haven't had a chance to talk scream stuff
No.
in a little while. So Yeah.
It's been a while, man. Well, and if you think about it too, the Carpenter's story was born in tragedy. Tara being attacked and nearly dead. That's how it started. So it's not, it's not that crazy to think that's how this could end. It could end in tragedy like it started. Yeah.
Yep. It's true, man. It's true. And also for you guys just jumping in, welcome. We got Jerry and May and Julie. Good to see you guys in here. Austin as well, down for Christina to be Ghostface. All right. Julie saying, I hate to say it, but I feel a little burnt out on the core 4. I think Chad's lack of death and overly happy ending is to blame. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Maybe we got to get down to brass tacks, get a little dark in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Our good friend, our brother Eric from Hey Internet, Eric here says, as long as we don't have any more Ghost Billy.
Oh, love Ghost Billy.
Eric, I love you, man.
Oh.
Julie says, yeah, Eric, I agree about Billy. There you go. All right. Jose, what's going on? Good to see you as well. All right. You guys are all right in here. Oh, wow. Jack says, if it ends with her in prison meeting Stu in the final shot, then Brandon James walks in. Oh man. Wow.
Oh, Brandon James is still wearing his mask in prison. They don't make him take it off. He just
like Michael in 5.
Yeah. He's in the jail cell with his mask on and chilling.
Bro, you know what? I don't know why I haven't thought of this. I gotta do this at some point. But when we were watching Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Of course, we've talked about that scene before, but to be live with everyone. And Michael is in the jail cell with the mask on.
That's right.
He's just, and I love Don Shanks. You guys know that. I love Don Shanks, who portrayed Michael Myers in Halloween 5. He's absolutely awesome. The mask isn't, but Don Shanks is.
Yes.
But he's sitting in, he's got the cuffs on in the cell with the mask on. He's just kind of sitting there, kind of slumped a little bit. And I'm like, bro, come on. Seriously. It's just crazy stuff, man. I love it. I love it.
I love it too, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's a pretty good segue, and I like to throw up a good lob for the dunk. But let me just say one more thing before we do that. In the chat, Charlie's in the chat. Good to see you, Charlie. And saying, what do you both want to see with Chad and Mindy? I've got a really easy answer. Someone's got to go. Someone's got to go. If not both, maybe one of them is attacked and then the other comes to save, and it's a double sacrifice, or maybe both of them are saving Sam, or Tara, but one has to go for sure. No doubt at all. If one of them don't die, and don't get me wrong, I love the characters, right? But we're just talking about, what has to happen in this movie. If one of them don't die, I'm saying it right now on this live stream, I am going to be going off like we went off on Chad being the Terminator in Scream 6. Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
Gosh. Yes.
What about you, Steven? What do you want to see from the twins?
I know 100% agree. One of them has to go, and I really hope it's Mindy. She's the one that I want to see go, honestly. Not a big Mindy fan. And I like Chad a lot. I really, Chad went up higher and higher on my like list in 6.
He did.
He
did.
He's just such a likable, charismatic character. And, I'm sure some of that's just, what's his name? Mason?
Oh yeah, Mason. Yeah.
I was going to call him Cuba Jr. and said that's his dad. Right. But yeah, I'm sorry I had a blank out. But yeah, but Mason, I'm sure some of that's from his own personality. But whatever it is, as Chad, he's really a likable person. And I don't want to see him die. I didn't want to see him die in 6, but I wish he had of, if that makes sense.
Right.
That's right. I would rather be talking about how sad it is that we lost Chad even though
That's
it's
right.
sad, it was powerful. And
Right.
he died trying to save them. I mean, it's like the way you want these people to go. He was
Yeah.
trying to stop them from getting Tara and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
That's
I
right.
won't. It didn't happen. So he's back. So I hope he stays. I'm almost like now, if they kill him in 6 or 7, rather, I'm going to be like,
Mm-hmm.
really,
Yeah,
seriously,
now
like
you kill him.
you're going to do it
He's gonna
now?
have to be like a missile's gonna have to hit him to make it make sense, right? It's the only
It
way, man.
is. It
Oh my
is.
God.
Yeah, I
But
just, yeah.
yeah, it's just now it's like, okay, well now you guys are gonna backpedal, but hey, whatever, it is what it is. They put themselves in that corner, and they even said it. They were stretching credibility big time with the Chad scene, and hey,
Mhm.
it is what it is, man.
It is what it
Um,
is.
but just to segue, because we had a great segue as we were talking about Halloween 5 a little bit. Let's get into a little bit of what we got going on for the announcement, and for you guys that are here, and also thank you so much. We've got a couple of you guys that are moderators here. We've got a bunch of the channel members. We really appreciate it.
Mhm.
Val, doing her work in the chat, putting up the link. If you want to become a channel member, hit the join button next to the subscribe. Much appreciated. But Stephen, I know that for me, I've gotten a lot of people messaging, emailing, in live chats and so forth, asking us, well, first of all, telling us how much fun and how much joy it was to be a part of Halloween Fest 2.
Yes.
And I couldn't even tell you how many people. It's been that many people, which has been
Mhm.
totally inspiring. And even in our final streams, people were like, "Okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." I mean, people had the names, they had everything situated. I know that you've gone through that as well. A lot of people talking about it. Well, maybe the audience has been answered. I'm gonna throw that as the lob to you.
Okay.
What would you like to talk about in this initial statement about this announcement?
Wow. Okay. Oh, so much pressure not to say anything wrong. Um, so,
Don't say
man, oh boy, what a nice setup. Okay. So, yes, I will also echo what you just said. I've also
Yes.
received many, many emails and messages, direct messages, saying we loved Halloween Fest 2. It was such a community event, coming together, sharing these moments and these movies together. And
Yes.
when will you guys do another one? And of course, people suggested things and all kinds of
Yes.
stuff. Uh, and so we've gotten so many of these messages from you guys and it means so much to us. So Knight and I began to kick up. I think I'll credit Knight on this one for starting the conversation officially, because although we had talked about many times informally, like on phone calls, dude, I got
Hmm.
another message. We got messages, but
Yeah.
Knight and I talked a little while back, and the discussion came up: should we and do another type of event for the community like this again? And if we do, what does that look like? Are we going to do another
That's right.
franchise, right? Are we going to
Hmm.
kind of mirror what we did, whether we watch every movie? But then the idea was, wait a second, in December, which is 2 weeks away, guys, I hate to break it to us all, 2 weeks
That's
from
right.
tomorrow, it's the last day of November, we've got Christmas coming up, right, Night? That's like, come on,
Yes.
we got Christmas.
Yes.
And so
That's right.
I guess, Knight, do you want to? I mean, I hate to on your channel to
Yeah.
be the one that announce it.
No, that uh,
You sure?
well, Christmas is
Or
coming up, and
yeah,
it's the most wonderful time of the year. So we will embarking on a new joint project, and it
Yep.
is called Slay Fest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes. Slay
um
fest, baby.
we're really excited about it for multiple reasons. And here on the channel, we've had we've had a couple of Christmases where we spent time doing a little bit more of the holiday horror stuff, but never to this extent, And even myself,
Mm,
as a horror fan, there's been some movies that I've definitely wanted to talk about, to kind of reconnect with, and so forth. So this is an amazing opportunity for me too, as a fan, as a horror fan.
yes.
So what we have planned, and we wanted to give this as an initial
Hmm.
announcement to you guys that obviously are joining um, here on the Night Watch Zone, and in a little bit on Steven's channel, is that we are going to have 3 weeks leading up to Christmas where we are going to have multi-night streams, watch
Hmm.
alongs. It's going to be a party atmosphere. It's going to be a little bit different than what we did with Halloween Fest 2, and we'll get into some of that, but also doing this to be interactive with the community. And so you
Yep.
probably are wondering, you might be guessing, that means panel appearances and so forth. But we
Hmm.
wanted to do this to celebrate the holiday. Also wanted to do this to end the year strong, for both of our channels, which is
Yep.
really important for the channels and also for you guys in the community, and really set us up for 2024. And so we're going to have our goals, which, for you guys here on the Night Watch Zone, and a big shout out to all of you, and especially Sarah, the Queen. We had some goals, for memberships, and to really grow the community, grow the channel, which has been amazing. We have so many newer people that have joined us and that have been a big part of what we do, been a big part of our live streams and on panels and in videos and so forth. So we want to go even further with that as a joint venture between us and also Steven on Craven Something Scary. So
That's
um,
right.
I feel like I'm ranting a little bit there, man. 'Cause I'm like,
It's good.
but
It's
but
good.
that's the initial statement.
Yep.
Is
This is
that
this is a
we've got
tease, more or less, right now.
yes,
We're
yes, that's a
teasing
good
it.
way. That's a good way to put it. A tease. As a tease.
Hmm.
And look at May. May's one of the people that's been messaging and talking to me. She
That's
says
true.
Whispers Friday and Nightmare Fest. I
Well,
love
you
it.
know what? Hey, Knight, you know what? There's 12 months in 2024. A
That's
lot
right.
can happen in 12 months. So,
That's right. That's right. And we
yep.
know about a specific franchise that will be making a comeback of sorts. So I'm just saying, Steven, 2 plus 2 has always been 4.
Always.
Okay.
It's always
It's
for.
always been
Yes.
4. Okay. So I'm just going to
That's
throw
right.
that out there. But also to say, and then I want to get your thoughts on this too, Steven. But
Yeah.
I just want to give a thank you to our good friend Jerry, who gifted a membership.
All
Jerry's
right.
been gifting so many memberships and trying to get people into this inner community to become part of the fun that we have here. So, Jerry, thank you so much.
It's
Really
awesome.
appreciate you, brother. And it looks as though it went to Wayne. Okay, Wayne is back in the
Okay.
fold again.
Welcome
Awesome
back,
stuff.
Wayne. It's awesome.
Welcome back. Welcome back. And also, real quick, just to say hey to Rachel. Rachel's in the chat saying,
Hey.
assuming we're discussing Chad, he can't die. He's the new Dewey. Well, you
Well, did
saw
you
what they
see
did to
Scream
our boy
5?
Dewey. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I get what you mean, Rachel. He
Yeah.
definitely was that new Dewey.
Hmm.
And Rachel, let me know, or let us know what you think. But I just think with 6, the way they did that scene, I mean, they should have either not stabbed him so many times so he could have
Yeah.
survived, or
Yep.
he had to have died. It's just like 17 stabs, bro. Come on.
And the
But
location of the stabs too. It's like
yes,
they're all upper
yes,
torso where your organs, your lungs, and all your everything. Just
yes.
that's man. It's tough, dude.
Yes, that's right, man. That is right. Um, Night better dress up like Santa Claus. Hey, anything's possible.
Anything can
Anything's
happen.
possible. That's right. I've never seen the OG Black Christmas. Well, Mayanne, all I can say is keep your eyes open. That's
Stay
all I can
tuned.
say. You know,
Stay
Night is
tuned.
a
We're not
teaser.
gonna.
We
Yeah, go
definitely
ahead.
had to tease it.
We had to tease it. That's right. And we're not going to
Yeah.
announce what movies we're watching.
That's
But
right.
you know what? Just, whenever we head over to my channel for like the part 2 of this discussion, we're going to
Yep.
share a little bit more about
Yes.
Sleigh Fest. So we're just night. I mean, we were able to share the initial opening here, so you guys now
Mhm.
know what's happening. And then
Yes.
whenever we all transfer over in a few minutes, we're going to tell you more. We're going to tell you some more.
Yes.
So
But wait,
there's more
there's
to it.
more.
And wait, that's right. There's more.
And Val, thank you for putting information in the chat for folks that have been gifted a membership. Definitely, if you're able to, consider putting on the auto renew to stay in the fold, and so that other new folks can join the community if gifted memberships are given. So thank you so much, Val. We appreciate you doing that. Rachel
Yes.
saying, "Oh my God, I know that was a brutal scene. I was shocked when he lived." We were all shocked. Woo! Telling
Yeah,
you, it
that
was
was
crazy.
yeah,
Yes,
it was crazy. Couldn't believe it.
it was. Yes. Louis in the chat. What's up, Louis? Saying, who do you think the possible killer will be in part 7 of Scream? Well, I'll tell you who I want to be in 7, other than Sydney, and that is our good friend Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
It's a Scream, baby.
Oh
And
yes.
I think it's the right time. I think it's the right time. I
Mhm.
think that all the cards are lined up. The clues have been given. The breadcrumbs have been dropped.
Yeah,
And I think it would be such a cool thing, man. Seriously, if you guys have seen Five Nights at Freddy's, as far as just Matthew, his performance and just his charisma, in movies and with other
that's right.
characters. That's the thing. He's got
Mhm.
such great charisma that it shines other characters and the other actors around him. Okay. And I think it would be fantastic to get him into the mix with this group of folks. And of course, with Nev returning and Courtney as well. So, yeah.
Oh
How
yeah, and
about
if
you?
yes, 100%. Stu, the Stew train has been, it's sometimes like you go by. Well, let's just put it this way, Knight. If you ever watch Wrong Turn, and you see the car yard, the yard of the car lot out there, right? And it's all
Yes.
like rusted and all messed up. Well, listen, the Stew train has been sitting out here for a long time, but unlike the Wrong Turn car lots, this
Yeah.
is cleaned. It's freshly fueled. It's fresh
Yes.
oil. It's been
Yes.
everything is
Maintenance
working
has been done.
wonderfully. Maintenance is done regularly.
Yes.
And so that
Yes.
Stew train is, I like to say it's purring. It's purring
Yes.
softly.
Yes. I
And
mean,
I
we
think,
have the music in the background. We have
oh yeah.
freshly baked bread, for your snack enjoyment.
And cookies too. Fresh
Cookies.
cookies right out of the oven. I mean, there's nothing stale in the Stew train, man. And even
Yes.
the
Oh
ice,
my
even the
God.
ice is fresh. So let me just tell you guys that Scream 7, Scream 7, fresh ice, baby. And it's that soft, nice Sonic ice, man. It's that Chick-fil-A
Right.
ice. But here's the
Yes.
thing. That train is going to be moving out of the station. And I think Scream 7, if this is the opportunity to finally take it out and land and go to the next destination, this is it, guys. And not you said it earlier, the breadcrumbs are all out there in 5, all out there in 6. We're, the whole cult of Ghostface, which I think is a thing with the with the dreaded thread. A lot of people don't necessarily catch this, but the entire opening of 6, to me, Night, is confirmation of the cult that started in 5.
Oh yeah, that's
right there.
absolutely it. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't talk about that a lot. And maybe I'm like, maybe I should just do a dedicated stream or video or something to say, look, pay attention to what's really going on. Step back for a second. Because
Right.
remember, the motive of Jason and Greg was what? To finish Richie's movie. It's
That's right.
connected. So
Mhm.
anyway,
right.
I'll leave it there for now. But yes, I agree. Stu needs to return. And if anyone questions whether or not he could pull it off, go watch Five Nights at Freddy's. That's all
That's
I'm going to
right.
say. You're going to
That's all
see
we gotta say.
he's got the chops are there, my friend, to play a villain. He's got it.
That's right.
So
Yep, he
yeah,
still got
man,
it, bro.
he does.
But thank you for that, Louis. That was a good question and a good way for us to segue into that. I love it. I love it. My man Ginger Ninja's in the house. He says, and I'm back. What did I miss? Slay Fest, baby.
Yeah,
We're
you did.
back. We're back. And I know Val was cluing him in on it. But you know what, Steven? You know what else is really cool to clue in on? Is when we have a new channel member.
Oh, heck
And
yeah.
Rachel has become a channel member. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Rachel. Seriously, thank you so much. And Rachel also has a really, really cool channel and stuff, and leaves comments and stuff like that on multiple videos and streams, which is really, really cool. But I'm so glad that you were able to join up and become part of the membership. It's really, really cool. Thank you.
Awesome.
It means a lot, and it does so much for the channel. And she says, been meaning to join for a while, but funding has been low. Glad I could finally join. Well, thank you. Seriously, to be able to make that choice and be that generous, it means the world. It really, really does. So thank you so much. You're going to be welcomed here with big open arms. And let's do this, Stephen. Let's play something for Rachel just to kind of welcome her into the fold. I know that you have some of your favorite things, so maybe I can play something that you'll enjoy. So let's go with this one.
Bring that fat ass over here. Oh,
Dude, that's my favorite night. That's the OG, man. That's it, man. That's the one. I love the remixes. They're fun.
Yeah.
But that one there's nothing like that one, dude.
The first, I still have that as a well, I know which stream it is, but when your reaction to that the first time, and of course the live audience can't see it. I can, because I can see in the backstage the look on. I wish I could have videotaped that or recorded that, because the look on your face was like, oh my God. Seriously, it was awesome, man.
Great. My mind was blown. It was so great. Love it.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, Rachel, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. We really appreciate you. Definitely some fun exclusive stuff, streams, hangouts and stuff. And even we can, and I've been meaning to do this anyways, maybe we can get a panel together too. So thank you so much and welcome. And by the way, you guys check out Rachel's channel too. Very, very cool stuff. And you guys, thank you for welcoming Rachel as well. I mean, it's very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Awesome.
And I think I'm pretty caught up in the chat here. Danielle saying, welcome to the zone, Rachel. It's very, very cool. This is the type of stuff that we love, guys. And with Slayfest, man, like I said, we're so excited about it to bring the community together again so we can hang out and have that camaraderie and that fellowship leading into Christmas time, which, I love Christmas time.
Same.
But I also know there are a lot of people that love to spend time with their friends around Christmas time. So it's going to be a great thing for all of us. Seriously.
Yes.
And we're heading up to the moment where we're going to get ready to switch over to Steven's channel. We're going to continue this conversation. A couple more things that we want to talk about with our ideas for Slayfest. I know you guys will have some questions and so forth, but we're going to do that over on Steven's channel. May, you're too sweet. Saying I know I'm speaking for everyone on here when I say Knight and Craven needs a permanent stream together weekly. Well, May, let me just say, let me just say this. In obviously, when we're live, we don't have this scripted. But Stephen, you know, these things that we've done, especially with Halloween Fest 2, and now going into Slay Fest, this is definitely, how do I want to say it? These are more books in the library of us doing dedicated things together.
That's right.
So stay tuned. You know, let's just put it like that. Stay tuned.
Yes.
You guys are sweet. Hey, Hollywood guy, good to see you.
Hey, what's up,
and
man?
Rachel, everyone here is very lovely. Seriously, it's a really positive, fun community. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are awesome. The Craven Night Zone.
The Craven Zone.
You guys
I mean,
cute,
it goes well together. Craven Night. It's Craven Night. It does.
It really, really does. And Jason also coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Jason. Seriously, man, much appreciated. Saying I finally figured how to set auto renew. Thanks to everyone who has gifted me memberships. Well, thank you. Seriously,
awesome.
That means a lot too, because we've had a lot of folks that have gifted memberships for both of our channels, and they're doing that to help strengthen the community. And it's been awesome because we've had so many new people join us. So definitely, if you're able to, when you're gifted a membership, to continue it, that would just be awesome. It really, really would. If it's doable. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, it looks like we're kind of at that time here, Stephen. So
yeah,
if you need to, I can let you head on over to your channel, and I'll be heading over in a second too. Val put the link in for your stream, and I don't know if you did too, but you definitely can if you'd like. But we're going to be continuing the party, man. We got some more stuff to talk about with some Scream theories. We're going to get deeper into our Scream theories. We're also going to talk more about Slay Fest and some of the things that we are planning with it. And obviously, if you have any questions about it, we've had a lot of people, and again, shout out to a lot of you guys that have inspired us to this. But I want to give a special shout out to to Val, to May, to Barb, and so many others, because I mean, you guys, the passion for this. Also, Brandon, Scott, the passion that you guys have for these type of events. I mean, how could we not come back and do it again? You know what I mean?
It's so true, man. I mean, if you guys had not been messaging us, and we still might have done it, but the fact that we still could have, because Knight and I really enjoy doing things together every chance we can. But here's the thing: knowing you guys are into it, that you're involved, you're invested in it, that takes it to a different level for us. So, it really does. So you guys definitely, it was your prompting that I think ultimately it made us hit that, the green light to go. And, and so I'm just excited, and we got more to share about what we have in mind and here on my channel in just a second. But yeah, guys, don't, look, if you're here on this live stream, make sure you come over. I'm about to hop off, and then Night will wrap up. But come join us, because there's more to say, both about Scream 7 and Slayfest. So on that note, my friend, I will go ahead and drop, and I will head over and see you there in whatever, a couple minutes. Sounds good.
I'll be right on over, bro. All right,
man. See you there. Bye, guys.
All right. And Jen, Coriander, definitely. Yes, it's always great to have Coriander here too, and she will be joining us with Slay Fest, as she did with Halloween Fest too, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got some really cool things planned. But yeah, I love her voice too, obviously. But seriously, guys, I just want to say, definitely get ready to head on over to Steven's stream if you haven't already. But we really want to thank you all so much for all the support and love that you guys have shown to the Night Watch Zone, and of course to Craven Something Scary, because it really means a lot. This second half of 2023 has been really challenging. You know, a lot of that has been because of the strike and some different obstacles in the way. And speaking for me personally, things like hanging out with you guys, doing our streams, doing our watch alongs, doing Halloween Fest 2, and now heading into Slay Fest. You guys have no idea how much that has really meant to me, to just kind of keep things at a certain level. You know, it really has helped out and really shown how strong this community is. Seriously, I can't express that enough, guys. I really, really can't. And we love you guys too. We love you too, Val. Seriously, thank you so much. And Jen is saying, "Yay!" All right. I love it. I love it. So, guys, I'm gonna head on out. And Philip, thank you so much. Much appreciated, and thank you so much for always being here in our streams, in our comment section. That's a big thing too, guys. Comment section, community posts. You guys know I post so much, maybe too much, but I really do love the conversation with you guys. You guys inspire me, seriously. And I know I can speak even on that as well. So definitely keep that eye on the community post. May, thank you for putting the link in the chat. May, you're awesome. You're too awesome. Thank you so much. But anyways, guys, we're going to head on over to Craven Something Scary. So real quick, as I head on out, I'm going to give a thank you to all the members, giving a little bit of a shout out to all of you guys. New members will be on this shortly, hopefully within the next couple of days, including Wayne will be back on it. And obviously, Rachel, thank you for becoming a member tonight. So anyways, this is the way we're going to end out with a little tribute to the members, the channel members of the Night Watch Zone, the Night Riders. So if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Rise. You are now listening to the voice of horror.
Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, 'cause you're headed